I'm GamerFitnation's Antwand, Pearman, also known as Black Bob. I'm here with Tim Blair, for the brand manager of PES 2014. He's going to tell us a little bit about the game. I got to play it. It's cool. It looks very realistic, especially the way the camera shots over it. It looks like you're actually watching a game. So let him tell you more about the game.
Yeah, we're really excited about the game this year. It's coming out on Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. PES 2014 is using the new Fox engine, and so that's really giving us a lot of flexibility in terms of what we can do with the game and how we can improve it for fans. And we have three major pillars for PES 2014, and it's passion, authenticity, and superior technology with the game. What
major differences does PES have compared to FIFA? Why should we say PES over FIFA?
Well, I think both games have a long history, and we come from two different backgrounds. Specifically our background, we came from a time when we didn't have all the licenses, and we had to make the best playing soccer game, the most realistic playing soccer game that we could. And we've tried to push the technology of each console generation to do that. And so that's where we focus first and foremost. So if you love the game of soccer, the beautiful game, and you want to play a game that reflects all those intricacies, I think that's why you would pick PES. Now, along the way, we've done a lot of improvements, and we've added a lot of licenses to make this just a well-rounded soccer experience. But I think first and foremost, is the actual gameplay improvements and the technology we use to recreate the authentic digital version of the real-life game of soccer.
Now, as far as mechanics go, when you're playing soccer, online, one-on-one, I mean, one thing one of my guys told me, because he's a big, he's into soccer games, he said, the problem is, the player versus player, how that worked, that mechanics sometimes doesn't always work in soccer games. I mean, tell us a little bit about the mechanics with in PES.
So first I mentioned the Fox engine. That has really given us a tool to recreate players, how they are in real life in the game. And that's everything down from how they interact with the ball, how they run, how they their facial expressions, how they celebrate, and also how they move and interact with each other. And we're calling it the Motion Animation Stability System, or MAS for short. And that really brings to life how players interact, how they jostle, how they defend, and you're seeing a more realistic physics in the players. And then moving to True Ball Tech, this is basically taking our previous commitment to keeping the ball separate from the player, making the ball its own entity a step farther. The ball's separate. You can move 360 degrees around the ball without affecting its movement unless you actually kick it or move it. I think these are the things that really brings that one-on-one, not only just one-on-one player to player, but also one-on-one the player with the ball.
Is there any customization? Because most people love the fact that they can customize, create their own characters, create their own teams, and everything. If there's any customization, as well as a little bit detail on how, different ways and how you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's the standard edit mode, right, where you come in and you can create your teams, you can create your players. You can then go, Master League and Master League Online, where you're building these teams and you're playing them and you're trading players. We're continuing that from past versions. Fans really like those modes. But additionally, another level of editing or customization, I would say, is how you actually plan your team play. So in the past, we introduced this feature where you can control multiple players at the same time. So if you're on attack, you can actually control a second player to develop your play. But now we allow you to control two other players, so a total of three players, and do these set pieces that you can engage as you're playing. And so you're really getting a lot more control on offense, and you can customize how you do these different types of plays on the fly.
Now tell us about online. There's a lot of people who's going to be trying to jump online, since soccer is the game of games. So, tell us how deep and what's new as far as online this year.
I need like one more week to give you the full answer, because we're going to have a specific announcement. But I think online this year is going to be, fans are going to see a difference. Like we've tried to strip it back and then put it back together, offering 11 on 11. Also enhancing our Master League Online experience. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in the coming weeks right before launch. But I think fans are going to be pleasantly surprised with the online this year.
All right, cool. I mean, well, I was feeling the game. I was enjoying it. I really liked the mechanics. I ended up hurting some other teammates because, I play rough. But yeah, it's really cool. And like I said, the way it's shot, if you were walking past, you would figure that it's an actual game opposed to, a video game. And to see how good it looks, I'm liking the visual. So, we look forward to it. When's it dropping?
Yeah, so it'll be in a couple weeks on September 24th.
All right, so it's coming up. So I suggest you guys who are into soccer games really jump on it. If you're not into soccer games and you think about it, this is a game I sincerely believe you should consider. I'm GamerFitnation's Antwand Pearman. I'm here with Tim, and we out.